Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Badger, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my guide on how I make custom textures and custom camos for Black Ops 2 Zombies. It's actually really simple and super easy. I will have everything that I've gone over in this video in a Google Drive because there'll be so many links down to put in the description. I can just make a Google Drive and I'm going to put everything in there. It'll have the converter. It'll have a link to this YouTube video, which if you're watching you don't need, but if you need extra help, you can watch the video again. A link to my Discord where you can DM me if you need any help with anything. It's also going to have the script that you actually need to run animated camos on BO2, which if you're in redacted, goes in your redacted LAN folder, data, scripts, data, maps, MP, and then weapons.gsc. But if you want, this is for afterlife hands on mob. But if you notice that you have these, this is actually just from the script actually working. But this script right here is needed to run animated camos. Now, a big important factor is that this only works on Mob of the Dead and Buried for animated camos. If you have this on and you play any other map, it'll change like little things around the map. Like die rise, you can pack a punch this liquefier and it just takes the gun away. So the first step in this process of actually making these camos and making different textures is actually choosing the one you want to use. So normally I just look up abstract images, or holy fuck, that's bright. Look up like if you wanted to do like a sky camo. Obviously, this is like the easiest one to do, is just like a galaxy type camo. This is one you could probably practice with and actually super easy and super simple to do. Like this one, yeah, it has a watermark. Like this one. This one right here might actually come out really good. Always just do like abstract images because these could come out actually really cool. This is actually what I used to use on mine until I actually just made my own camo in Photoshop. I guess we could use like one of these, and I think this one would come out probably the best. You've got your two files. You're going to go to this website. I will leave this in the description. Now, depending on what version of BO2 you're using, whether that's Plutonium or Redacted, to decide what format you want to use. If you're using Redacted, you can use PNG. If you're using Pluto, you're going to have to go to DDS and convert that DDS into an IWI file using this converter that I will have linked in the description as well. But I'm going to go with the PNG route because I use Redacted, and we're going to change width and height. It needs to be a multiple of 2. So normally I just do 512 by 512. So you're going to hit convert and it's going to come down to this bottom section here. You're going to click on it. It's going to pop up here with the converted width and height. You're going to save this as a PNG. And then what you can do is just drag and drop this onto your desktop. But I'm also going to do this image as well. PNG, change width and height, 512 by 512. This will pop up right here. Save image. It might come out looking a little weird, but it's because we've shrunk it down so much. So I have these two right here. So I actually went ahead and made a folder basically with all the names of the files that I want. This is actually what I made in Photoshop. This came out really good. Okay, so I made a file with all my PAP camo names in there. So if you guys need this, I can leave this down in the description. These are all 6 of the Pack-a-Punch camos you're going to need to make. So what I would do, take your image that you want, copy it, and then paste it 5 times so you have all 6 of your camos. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and just rename all of our camos here. Super simple, super easy. So then what you're going to want to do is actually go to your folder that you're using. So whether that be Redacted or Pluto. Redacted, you're going to have you go into your Redacted folder, data, images, copy and paste. I already have Pack-a-Punch camos in there, so I'm just going to replace the names. If you're using Plutonium, you would go to Plutonium 6 full game, T6R, data, images, and this is where you would put your IWIs. So I use a mod menu when I'm testing my textures because it's just super easy and super easy to do. And I go to main mods, just activate God mode to open it, like aim down sights and knife. And then to control it, 1 is down, or 1 is up, 2 is down, and 3 is select. Best weapon to test your camos out on are the Mark II and the War Machine. So can I go down here? So we're gonna upgrade. See, now this came out looking actually really decent. On the War Machine, it actually might look really weird. So I like the way this actually does come out. If you're using brighter camos, it's a BO2 thing where these camos actually end up looking very bright, especially towards the top of the gun. And if that happens, what you can do is just go into Photoshop and dim the darkness down a bit. But I want to test this out with the other Pack-a-Punch camo I have, so I'm going to go ahead and rename everything and put it into the folder. I don't know if I mentioned this, but 5 is how you back out or go back. So as you can see, like, there is this really strange, like, glow to all these camos that makes this really fucking bright. So again, if that happens, just go to Photoshop and dim the image. But I find the easiest route is to actually just go to Photoshop and actually draw your own image. Now, if you're wondering how to change map textures, this is super simple as well. So I will leave a link to a Google Drive in the description. It has all the BO2 files downloaded and exported. So like, let's say you wanted to change a wall on buried. You could look up buried in the files and see what comes up. So mainly the stuff that's going to come up is the zombie textures, the ghost witch's head, the load screen, the signposts, all that, you know, good stuff. If you want the walls, most of them are going to be saloon. And then you have all of these walls here, which are the saloon. Now, if this is too complicated for you, I do have this, I think it was, Moen did a whole redesign of Buried, and he has basically all the files in this folder, which I can leave a link to in the description if you want it. This is actually how I changed my Buried, as I kind of went through one by one. It takes a ton of time, but I went through one by one and changed each texture. And you would do this by doing the same thing of making the image a 5x12, because let's say that I wanted to do a pink. I'll just look up pink. So you have this pink wallpaper, save image, boom, converter. Nope. And then you're going to go to PNG, change width and height, 512 by 512, convert, save image. Sometimes it actually just doesn't completely change the size. So if it doesn't do that, right click, edit with paint, canvas, 512, 512, Control S to save, refresh, make sure it's the same thing. So now if you want to, let's say I wanted to change one of the floor textures, I would rename it. That's right here. And just throw it in, replace. Boom, that's in. Now you launch redacted. So as you can see, because I changed that texture, the ground is now pink. And that will actually change most of the ground to pink. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like, a comment, a sub, do what you gotta do. But I just want to say thank you guys very much for watching. We're really close to 500 subs, so I would really appreciate if we somehow got there. If you need any more help, my DMs are always open on Discord and on Twitter. I respond pretty frequently, so if you need more help, just let me know. I'm always willing to help out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
If we really tried, no, we could lay like Jack and Rose. Had the water been warmer, be the Bonnie and Clyde.